Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I have a few things from IKEA to show you. I went a couple of days ago with one of my sisters and Rupert. It was his baby's first trip to IKEA. He was so good. He was awake the entire time. He missed his nap because obviously there's just too much to look at. It was very exciting, and I went for one thing and came out with a whole trolley full. I think that's the case, isn't it, when you go to IKEA? So I've got quite a lot of stuff here to show you. One of the pieces looks like a small piece of furniture that's not built yet, so I thought rather than me showing you the flat pack when it's built, I'll just pop the clip into this video. Everything else I can show you, and I'm just going to get straight into it really. There's a real mixture of stuff. I'm going to start off with some bedding just because it's the closest to me, and I actually got a couple of packets of these. I haven't had any IKEA bedding before, I don't think, because I always thought that the sizes were off or I didn't know what the quality was like. But for a king size duvet set it was £17, which is just, there was some that were £15, which is just incredible value for money. They can be up to, well, they can be up to hundreds and hundreds, but I normally get them from like Sainsbury's or even Primark. Primark's like £20 now and Sainsbury's are around £30. So I was really impressed with these. So I got this one. I actually got this in a couple of prints, in a couple of sizes, sorry. We've got a double bed in the spare room and I've only got one set of bedding for it. So just thought it'd be nice to have a different one so that when I'm washing that I can change it when we have people to stay, and also that's the room that Tommy is currently sleeping in if he's out on an early, so that he doesn't wake baby up. This is kind of white with blue chevrons on. Hopefully it's picking up on the camera, it's not going to wash it out. This is the king size one because I've already put the double one on. It's white on the opposite side, and you get 2 pillowcases with it, and it's zip, so it's really easy to pop on the bed. The other one I got is for in here, and I ummed and ahed about this because I love the print and I do think it's really, really pretty. But I wasn't sure whether it goes in here because I do tend to have kind of very white bedding in here and don't have anything with too much colour. But it's this gorgeous ditzy floral print, and again you get 2 pillowcases in here. I think that bedding was £15, this one was the £17 one. And they had this in there on display and it just looked gorgeous. I also got a couple of cushion covers for the sofas downstairs. I got the inners as well for these, but I just thought there's no point me showing them because they're just naked cushions essentially. I got this one which is just black and it's a little bit textured, it's got a little bit of grey running through it, and this is one of the ones that's kind of the longer and skinnier ones, which I think are really, really comfy. And then this is just a normal 50 by 50 white with a black stripe running through it. I have to be really careful because we've got 3 dogs. I have to be really careful that I don't get ones that they can destroy quite easily, and this one will be one that goes on a sofa that they don't necessarily go on that often because it is white and they're dogs, so they're always covered in muck. Boring but a necessity, I picked up a few new toilet brushes. These are about £3 I think, and they're just, it's a toilet brush. You get all the bits in it and then you just have to build it and pop it through here, but it does the job. So I got some more of those. I bought an octopus. This is one of those things that you hang outside on the washing line, and obviously you can hang like socks and knickers and bras and stuff off of here. I love these in the summer. I seem to get another couple every year because by the time the summer's over they get really rusty and gross, or they've fallen off and they've broken or something like that. They're, I think, £3 each, and I got a couple. This one actually has little eyes like it's an actual octopus. It's probably reflecting. I love the colour of this. It actually matches the colour of our back door, which I was very happy about. And I got 2 because obviously we've got Rupert now, and I thought like his socks and muslin cloths and bibs and stuff can all hang off here in the summertime. Next are a couple of coasters, and these are just like cork coasters, really simple, but the piece of furniture that I bought that I mentioned is a side table, like a little coffee table, and I thought that these would look really effective on there, just to put drinks on, hot drinks on, and these were like £1.50 for 2, so I picked up a couple of those because I don't think you can ever have too many coasters. I don't think you can ever go to IKEA without buying a plant, so I got this one. It is fake though. I've got a shelf in our kitchen which I think with this on there, I mean my sister couldn't tell in there that it was fake, but I think with this on the shelf it's so high up that you won't be able to tell that it's not a real plant, and I kept trying to put plants on this shelf, but because it is so high I never watered it, so it just they always died, whatever I put up there. So I thought this was a good way around it. And then I got this little silver plant pot, which is quite plain, just for it to sit in. And then I also bought this plant pot, which I've not got anything to fill it yet, but I'm sure I will. I always seem to pick up those octopuses and the toilet brushes when I go to IKEA, and also a packet of these. And these are the Istad sandwich bags, and they are incredible. They're just a few pounds. You get 2 different sizes, so you get a smaller one and a bigger one. They're like little the Ziploc bags. They work for everything. We put everything in here. I've got one in Rupert's changing bag that's got like his spare clothes in, so that if he's sick over the clothes he's wearing that day or needs to be changed for whatever reason, then I know that they're in there and they've not been covered in like milk spillages or wet wipes or anything like that. And obviously we use them to store food as well, so I'd highly recommend picking up these. They have lots of different versions, but these are my favourite ones, the grey and the white ones. Next, I have a photo frame. I've got quite a few prints for Rupert's room that are waiting to go up, but I just can't seem to find frames that they fit in. I'm not this one is the Masibo, and it's the 30 by 40 centimetre one, and it's just an oak colour, and it's quite thick and then it goes quite curved. There were quite a few different frames in there that I could have picked, but I really like this one, and we have quite a lot of this colour wood in his nursery, so I think it'll go quite nicely. And it's a bit different to like a normal square frame because it does have those curved edges. A lot of you that follow me on Instagram have babies yourself, and I asked you where your favourite bibs were from that you've used for your babies, and so many people came back and said IKEA, and I absolutely loved them. I've ordered a few online. When we ordered his high chair, we got that delivered, and I loved them, so I got some more. So these are the, I'm not even going to try and say it, but you get 2 in a pack, and they're kind of textured, but what I love about them is that they are machine washable, so if they get really mucky, you can just throw them straight in the washing machine. So I got a couple more of these. I really like using these ones in the morning for his porridge because he doesn't tend to get that mucky with porridge. This is one of the full length bibs, and then it's got a little pocket as well. So you get the actual like sleeves on this one, which are really good for really messy food, or when he's having finger foods and like feeding himself, which he does a lot of these days. It can be very, very messy, so this covers him up completely. And these are $5.75, and I think a lot of the longer sleeve bibs that are good quality, I've tried loads that have stained his clothes. Like if this has been a colour around his neck, then it's stained like white vest, or they don't wash well, or they're Velcro, and the Velcro comes away really easily, whereas this is like the best one that I've tried and the half price. The other ones are all about £10, so the good quality ones, whereas this is half the price and it's still just as good a quality. And then I got a couple of towels because I don't think you can have too many really. He has one that he takes to swim in, and then obviously just for like bath time and stuff. I think as he gets older and we're taking him on holidays, or you know, we're going to the swimming pool more often, we'll want more towels, and these were really cheap. So I got this one, which it's like a duck egg blue check, and then it's got a little bit of it's kind of like a off reddy corally colour going around the outside, and that's a hooded towel as well. And then this is also a hooded one. This is a little bit more expensive, but it's a little bit thicker and softer, and this just has the little kind of turquoisey duck egg blue strip going across the front, and then also a stripe going across the bottom as well. So I thought these were really nice. I think this one was £10, this one was a little bit cheaper, maybe £6. So really good quality towels, quite affordable. I bought this doormat because we need a new one at the front door. The one I've got at the moment is a little hedgehog, and he's looking a little bit worse for wear, so I just thought I'd go with this one that's just quite plain. It's got a little bit of texture, and again, it was inexpensive. And then last but not least, is that right? Yeah, that's the right saying, isn't it? This is what I went for. This is going to go in Rupert's nursery. So it's a brown rug. It's not the softest of things, but I wanted it for the texture and the colour more than it being like a soft rug. He's got a grey carpet in his room, and I wasn't sure how well it was going to go, but in there they make it really easy for you to just kind of pull off a roll of carpet and then put whatever you want on top of it so you can see what it looks like. So it's got all of these coloured stripes going through it. So it was a bit different, and it really goes with his room as well because it's kind of like a bit woodlandy, and there are a lot of those different colours in there that are kind of like the brown tones and the oaks and things like that. So hopefully it's going to go quite nicely. That has just gone all over me. I'm absolutely covered in bits from the rug and that mat. I'm going to go now and pop all of this stuff in its rightful place, and also get building that side table because I kind of need that to go up really, and I need to pop it in this video. So I really hope you've enjoyed this. If you want to see more homeware hauls or anything like that, please do let me know in the comments. I'll link everything underneath so that it's easy for you to find on the IKEA website, and I'll see you all very soon. Thank you for watching.